Yeah, I like that speech this morning from Joe Pyle Junior about Charlie Salvador Bronson. Should be out of prison but now after doing 50 years. 50 years is only bare thinking about it, you know what I mean? Um, I mean, John Massey, my friend, I think he done 44 years in prison, and it's just ruined him, mate. It's like, he's finding it very hard to cope on the out, and it is hard to cope. I mean, I've done 30 years, but in bits and pieces, yeah. That's enough, yeah. But 50 years, and he's banged up. He's still banged up. I mean, obviously they relax with him, but he's still banged up. He can't get out of them four walls. He can't walk down the street. He can't go to a pub. He can't go to a restaurant. He can't walk down the street with anybody. He can't. He can't be. He can't have a conversation with someone on the street. You know what I mean? It's terrible, mate. It's terrible, and I think lots of us should get together to try and get him out. But the government, what can you do? I mean, Home Office, they've got their rules, mate, and if you don't abide by their rules, you ain't getting out. And it's as easy as that. What can you do? I mean, everybody's got that little bit of something in the morning where you wake up, you're a bit pissed off. But I'm afraid when you're in prison, you're not allowed to wake up pissed off. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to shout and scream and go mad. You've got to be just a cabbage. If you're a cabbage in prison, you're going to get on. You shout and scream, you're going to get nothing. I feel really, really sorry for him, mate. Bronson. He's done 50 years. 50 years. You're sitting now where? In your front room, in your kitchen. But imagine doing 50 years in that room now. A day is long enough, innit? But you do 50 years. I know he's at a regime. I know he's got his little regime, and things are a lot better like that, yeah? But, I mean, you look at his cell. If his cell was by what they show you, where he's, all drawings all over the walls and all that, it must be terrible, mate. It must be terrible, mate, And as I said, I've done 30 years, off and on, off and on. I think the biggest one that I've done was about 11, just finished my IPP. But, I mean, crikey, man. I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for him, mate. I really, really do. He's he's strong, but what else can he be? What else can he do? That's what I'm saying. They want him to be a cabbage. They want him to be no one. Don't want him to speak. But, he's got to speak now. He's got to get out. They've got to let him out, Where are they going to let him to? Where are they going to put him? In a DCAT? Where are they going to put him? He needs, I don't know. He needs to, they're going to put him somewhere where they can look after him. And he's a big man, you know what I mean? He's still, you've got to remember, like, he went away when he was what? Say he was 30 or something when he went away, yeah? In his right mind, he's still 30. So he's still got that 30 in his head. Do you know what I mean? It's how he wants to be. It'll always be that 30. It'll always be it. It'll always be 30. He doesn't want to be the age he is now. Anyway, bang, bang, rail, and I'm gutted. I'm really gutted, and I hope he gets out very soon, yeah? Good morning.